Here is a new edition of Team's Agenda this week. A special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the Team's Agenda of Lagos State Governor. Women are increasingly seen as an important part of the international development agenda. Empowering women and promoting gender equality are enshrined as global development objectives within the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, agreed to in year 2000. In today's special report on Team's Agenda this week, Zainab Adebeshi of our News and Current Affairs Department examines the activities and role of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in eliminating all forms of discrimination against women and managing women development in line with the Team's Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation is established in 1999, prior to becoming a full-fledged ministry in March 21, 2001, with the mandate to initiate, formulate, execute, monitor and evaluate policies relating to women affairs and poverty alleviation, coordination of the activities of women non-governmental organizations, identification of needs and promotion of economic activities of women in rural areas, promotion of arts and crafts produced by women entrepreneurs for export, vocational training and skill acquisition for all categories of women and others in need of special assistance, amongst others. Committed as a ministry with one of the responsibilities on the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women and managing women development and encouraging solidarity among women groups in line with the Team's Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation has continued to address the problems and the challenges facing women in the society. The governor, who promised to uplift the living standards of the citizens at the inception of his administration, kept part of the promise through the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in fulfillment of his pledge to end poverty through the implementation of socio-economic empowerment programs. The present administration, under the leadership of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, through the Lagos Mega Empowerment Program, empowered a total of 1,050 vulnerable and indigent residents in the state. The government achieved the feat by working with various associations across the state, who in turn reached out to the beneficiaries. The beneficiaries include vulnerable women, indigent residents, as well as unemployed graduates of skill acquisition centers, religious groups, artisans who do not have the means of startup tools, and other indigent persons in the state. They receive requisite support to lift them out of poverty and set them firmly on the journey to financial and economic independence. The beneficiaries were empowered with working tools such as grinding machines, sewing machines, popcorn machines, barbing clippers with generators and air dryers, among others. The Lagos Mega Empowerment Program covers all the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas in the state. It is worthy to note that as women empowerment remains a top priority, the present administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is armed with the full determination to invest in the Lagos State dream of ending poverty. As part of activities marking this year's International Women's Day with the theme, Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World, #ChooseToChallenge, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reiterated his commitment to zero tolerance for all forms of domestic violence against women and young ladies, particularly rape. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that government agencies such as Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team, Citizens Mediation Center, Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation WAPA, Office of Public Defender, have the full backing in their daily efforts to tackle the menace of domestic violence against women and young ladies.
We should not just celebrate our women on a day. We certainly should be celebrating you every day of the year. Not just because of what we've all gone through in the last 1 year, but more because that the women has led the conversation during this COVID. We have seen more female doctors come up. We have seen all of the various caregivers are women in all of our hospitals and our isolation center. We have seen more women as volunteers during this pandemic. And so indeed, you are the ones that have saved life. You are the ones that are the real hero. You are the ones that are the true essence that all of us are living today. And I want to thank you and acknowledge each and every one of our women that has passed through that. I want to encourage you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your passion, your professionalism, and all that you put at ensuring that will flatten the curve again during this very difficult and very deadly COVID-19 era.
Wife of the governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, in the same vein, pointed out that the Lagos state government is determined more than ever before to protect the rights of its citizens, especially women and vulnerable members of the society who often face unfair treatment from the public.
Let's use this opportunity to encourage women to strive to be the best in their chosen field. This will lead to success and ultimately stand them out even amongst their male counterparts. Leadership is not the exclusive right of men. Women too can. Hopefully, in the near future, I want to see more female heads of service and heads of government.
Through the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, the present administration also established the Women Assembly Forum, aimed at addressing the challenges faced by women in Lagos through socio-economic programs and policies. While it is observed all over the world that women are faced with a myriad of challenges ranging from financial, economic, security, marital issues, and gender-based violence, particularly rape, the forum was initiated for the government to have heart-to-heart discussions with women on issues of empowerment, financial management, and behavioral concerns, among others. Various short-term vocational skills acquisition training programs were offered to tackle unemployment among women and young female, widows, indigent vulnerable women, women living with health challenges and disabilities, civil servants existing from active service, women drawn from faith-based organizations, and other categories of women in the state. While highlighting the efforts made to empower women under the present administration, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Bolaji Dada noted that the ministry has established 18 skills acquisition centers across the state, where more than 20 skills are taught to cushion the effect of unemployment, support widows, as well as offer economic empowerment to women and young persons. Dada, in her statistics, said over 500 widows were trained in short-term skills such as hairdressing and cosmetology, events decoration, catering, tie and dye, to mention a few. Apart from training them, they were also given starter packs to help them set up their personal businesses.
Women of the world want and observe an equal future free from stigma, stereotypes, and violence. A future that is sustainable, peaceful, with equal rights and opportunities for all. To get us there, the world needs women at every table where decisions are being made. You will all agree with me that COVID-19 has greatly highlighted the important roles that women play in our society, particularly the burdens they have to shoulder in crisis situations. Women serve as healthcare workers, caregivers, innovators, and community leaders in combating COVID-19.
The ministry also joined the rest of the world to commemorate the year 2020 International Widows' Day held at JJT Park, Alausa, Ikeja, with a resolve to take deliberate steps to ameliorate the challenges confronting widows in the state through friendly policies and women-tailored empowerment initiatives. Also, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, women leaders across the world and women organizations have demonstrated skills, knowledge, and network to effectively lead in COVID-19 response and recovery efforts, thereby making use of their wealth of experience, perspectives, skills, and unique ideas that are useful in stemming the tide of this pandemic. The beneficiaries took time to appreciate the state government for providing useful equipment that will help promote their businesses. They have this to say.
This program is a wonderful one. It's an enlightenment program. And I always pray to the Lord for people that consider widows and empower them, that God will strengthen them. God will add more to their years, and they will not witness untimely death over their husbands.
And some of us as widows, we turn ourselves to pity party, always looking for people to pity us. Some look haggard and unkept. No, this is not a good one. Just keep on doing what you can do, believe God, and I know that the Almighty God will sustain. And for the people out there, they shouldn't treat the widows with disdain.
from the Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration, there are several projects, several opportunities that women have been gaining. The sensitization program of E for She Girl. So several opportunities like that, which is not only in the state level and the local government level. The executive chairman is trying to also promote that. So women are coming out to greater heights.
For even bringing we women together to celebrate this, we felt good. It made us feel that we are responsible mothers, and he's a responsible governor for even giving us the opportunity to come together to celebrate us.
They have been doing wonderfully well for women in Lagos State. That is why we have chosen to call the governor the He for She, because in all ramifications he has been supporting women.
To keep our children, to keep our family, to help our husband, and to put everything in shape, because charity begins at home. When we keep our home clean, good, everything will be okay for us.
They did check-up for us, they did weight check, they did everything so that we'll be healthy in Lagos State.
Eradicating poverty and reducing hunger is a core part of the team's agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. It is clear that the vision of the present administration in the state, through the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, is to ameliorate the plight of women, widows in the state, and empower them to be self-reliant in coping with numerous challenges confronting them. This is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of the special report on the activities and achievements of the team's agenda, focusing on the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. For feedback, you can follow us on all our social media platforms: Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel Traffic Radio 961. Also, you can download our app, Lagos Traffic 96.1 FM, from Play Store for more traffic updates. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Abiola Fagbolagun.